Have you ever felt like the world is spinning too fast? The rules have changed, the landscape has shifted. This is the reality of our modern world, defined by constant, relentless change. This feeling of being overwhelmed is a shared human experience. The pace is not slowing down. How do we live in this reality without feeling completely overwhelmed? We are here to explore how to find peace and thrive in a world of constant flux. For so long, we have been taught to seek control. We have been told that a successful life is a planned life. We create 5-year plans and 10-year plans. We build routines and schedules. We try to map out every step of our journey from beginning to end. This desire for control is a deeply human instinct. It gives us a sense of safety and security. It makes us feel like we are the captains of our own ships, steering a steady course through calm waters. But what happens when the storm rolls in unexpectedly? The reality is that much of our control is an illusion. We can plan for a certain career, but the industry can change in an instant. We can plan for a perfect family life, but life itself has other ideas. We can plan our finances, but the economy can shift without warning. This is a difficult truth to accept. It can feel deeply unsettling to realize how little we can truly predict or manage. The world is a complex, interconnected system, and we are just one small part of it. The winds of change will blow, whether we are ready for them or not. This desperate grasp for control is often the source of our greatest anxiety. When things do not go according to our meticulously crafted plans, we feel like we have failed. We blame ourselves. We feel lost and adrift. The gap between the life we planned and the life that is actually unfolding can create immense stress and disappointment. We spend so much energy trying to force reality to fit into our neat little boxes. We resist the natural flow of life, and in that resistance we find our struggle. We find our exhaustion. But what if we could let go? What if we could release our tight grip on how we think things should be? This is where the journey truly begins. It starts with the courageous act of acknowledging that we cannot control everything. It starts with understanding that uncertainty is not a sign of failure, but a fundamental part of the human experience. By letting go of the illusion of control, we do not surrender to chaos. Instead, we open ourselves up to a world of possibility that we could never have planned for. We create space for magic to happen. So, if clinging to control is not the answer, what is? The answer lies in a profound shift in perspective. It lies in embracing uncertainty. This might sound counterintuitive. Why would we welcome the very thing that makes us feel so anxious and unstable? Because within uncertainty lies the seed of all growth. It is in the unknown that we discover our true strength. It is in the unexpected detours that we find our most meaningful adventures. Embracing uncertainty is not about being reckless. It is about being resilient, open, and alive to the moment. Imagine a life where you are not afraid of what you cannot see. A life where an unexpected change is not a crisis, but an opportunity. This is what it means to thrive in a changing world. It is a shift from fear to curiosity. It is a movement from rigidity to flexibility. When we stop resisting change, we can begin to dance with it. We learn to listen to the rhythm of life and move with it, rather than against it. This new way of being allows us to navigate challenges with grace and to welcome new experiences with an open heart. This journey is about transforming your relationship with the unknown. It is about learning to see uncertainty not as a threat, but as a teacher. It teaches us to be more present because we cannot rely on a predictable future. It teaches us to trust ourselves because we learn we can handle whatever comes our way. It teaches us humility because we recognize we are part of something much larger than our own plans. This is the secret to finding peace in a world that is always in motion. The peace comes not from the world changing but from us changing. Today we begin this transformation together. We will explore how to make this shift in our own lives. We will look at practical steps and inspiring stories. We will learn how to turn fear into fuel and how to find stability within ourselves, even when the world outside is unstable. Get ready to discover a new way of being, a way that is more joyful, more courageous, and more deeply connected to the beautiful, unpredictable flow of life. Let's step into the unknown and find out what wonders await us there. Why is our world filled with so much uncertainty? Modern life is built upon constant motion and interconnectedness. Think about the global economy, where a decision made on one continent can send ripples across the entire planet. This intricate web of connections means that life is no longer simple. Today, stability is a relic of the past. This constant cycle of creation and destruction fuels our society. We must understand that this uncertainty is not a temporary phase, it is the new climate. The sooner we accept this as a central feature of modern life, the sooner we can stop fighting a battle we cannot win. We can begin to learn how to navigate the storm with skill and confidence. This is where our true power lies. What if uncertainty is necessary for growth? It's in moments of not knowing that we discover what we're made of. A seed must break open to grow. Uncertainty challenges us to learn, develop new perspectives, and find hidden strengths. It cultivates resilience. Uncertainty is the catalyst that forces us to reevaluate and evolve, preventing stagnation. Ask, what is this trying to teach me? View uncertainty as a teacher and approach life with curiosity, seeing challenges as assignments for development. This principle does not just apply to our personal lives, it is the driving force behind all human progress and innovation. Every great invention, every scientific discovery, and every work of art was born from a journey into the unknown. Innovators and creators do not stick to the proven path. They are drawn to the questions that have no answers yet. They are comfortable living in a state of uncertainty, experimenting, failing, and trying again. They understand that you cannot create anything new if you are only willing to do what has already been done before. Think about the entrepreneurs who build businesses from nothing but an idea. They face enormous financial and professional uncertainty every single day. They do not have a guaranteed outcome. They are stepping into a void, armed only with their vision and their belief. This willingness to embrace the unknown is what allows them to create new products, new services, and new markets that shape our world. They are not fearless. They have simply learned to use the energy of uncertainty as fuel for their creativity. They see possibility where others see only risk. This spirit of innovation is becoming essential for all of us, not just for a select few. In a rapidly changing job market, the ability to adapt and create is the new job security. Your value is no longer tied to a static set of skills, but to your capacity to learn, unlearn, and relearn. You must be willing to experiment with new roles, to embrace new technologies, and to solve problems that did not exist yesterday. Clinging to the old way of doing things is a recipe for being left behind. Embracing uncertainty is the key to staying relevant and valuable in your career. Therefore, we must all become innovators in our own lives and careers. We must cultivate a mindset of curiosity and experimentation. This means being willing to try things without knowing the outcome. It means being open to feedback and willing to pivot when something is not working. It means seeing failure not as an endpoint, but as a data point on the path to success. By embracing uncertainty, we unlock our own innate creativity. We give ourselves permission to step off the well-trodden path and forge our own, creating a life and career that are uniquely, powerfully our own. Let's make this real. Sarah, a graphic designer, had her life mapped out until her company suddenly let her go. Lost and overwhelmed, she turned to her old hobby, pottery. Sharing her creations online, she unexpectedly found an audience eager to buy. Though terrified, she leaned into the unknown, starting a small online shop and learning as she went. Mistakes became lessons and her business grew beyond her wildest dreams. Sarah's story proves that sometimes, losing your plan is the best thing that can happen. The path you never imagined might lead to the life you truly want. Now let's look at creativity. J.K. Rowling, before Harry Potter, faced deep uncertainty. Single mother, no publisher, no guarantees. She wrote anyway, trusting her story mattered even when no one else did. Every artist faces the blank page, pure potential, pure uncertainty. Creating means stepping into the unknown, guided only by faith and intuition. Rowling's magic came from embracing the void, not running from it. Her journey reminds us, our greatest rewards often lie beyond our greatest fears. When we dare to create, we give ourselves the chance to write our own story. Consider Jeff, a lawyer with a perfect resume but an empty heart. The certainty of his career felt like a cage, but change seemed impossible. Finally, he left law to pursue sustainable farming. No experience, no guarantees, just passion. He traded his suit for work boots, learned from scratch, and built a new life. Today, Jeff co-owns a thriving farm and feels fulfilled for the first time. His story shows that the safest path can be the most dangerous if it leads you away from yourself. Embracing uncertainty let him find a life that truly fit. Public figures show us the power of facing uncertainty. Oprah Winfrey was told she'd never make it on TV. Her setback became her breakthrough. She trusted her voice, took risks, and created something new. Elon Musk bets on uncertain futures, from electric cars to space, thriving on the unknown. These stories prove setbacks are setups for comebacks, and risk is the price of greatness. They didn't lack fear, they acted anyway. Their journeys inspire us to lead our own lives boldly, even when the path is unclear. How do we turn these ideas into real change? Start with mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't about emptying your mind, it's about being present, right now. When uncertainty strikes, focus on your breath. It anchors you to the present. This simple practice calms the mind and creates space between you and your fears. Mindfulness lets you observe your feelings without being ruled by them. It's a skill you build, giving you stability even when life is chaotic. By being present, you gain clarity and the power to choose your response. Peace comes not from certainty, but from embracing the richness of the present moment. Facing the unknown can feel paralyzing, but you don't need the whole map. Focus on the next small step. Break big uncertainty into manageable actions. Sarah didn't plan a business empire, she just shared a photo, then shipped a vase. Each small step built confidence and momentum. Progress is a series of tiny victories, not giant leaps. Ask yourself, what's your next small step? Take it, and let the rest unfold. Action, not anxiety, moves you forward. Build your future one intentional step at a time. The way you talk to yourself during times of uncertainty has a huge impact on your ability to thrive. Do you see a challenge as a threat or as an opportunity? This is the core difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that your abilities and intelligence are static. It sees failure as a final judgment on your worth. This mindset makes uncertainty terrifying because every unknown situation is a test that you could fail. It leads to avoidance, fear, and a reluctance to try new things. A growth mindset, on the other hand, believes that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. It sees challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Failure is not a verdict, it is a lesson. This mindset is essential for embracing uncertainty. It reframes the unknown from a place of risk to a place of possibility. It says, I may not know how to do this now, but I can learn. This simple belief changes everything. It turns you from a passive victim of circumstances into an active participant in your own evolution. Cultivating a growth mindset is a conscious practice. It starts by noticing your own self-talk. When you face a setback, what is the story you tell yourself? Do you say, I'm a failure? Or can you learn to say, that approach did not work, what can I try next? You can also actively seek out challenges. Sign up for a class to learn a new skill. Take on a project at work that pushes you out of your comfort zone. The goal is to collect experiences that prove to yourself that you are capable of expanding your abilities. Embracing this mindset allows you to become a lifelong learner. The world will keep changing, but that becomes less frightening when you believe in your own ability to adapt and grow with it. You start to get excited by what you do not know because it represents a chance to become more than you are today. A growth mindset is your internal compass in the fog of uncertainty. It keeps you moving forward, driven by curiosity and a deep-seated belief in your own potential. It is the psychological armor you need to not just survive, but truly flourish. Thriving in uncertainty is about being resilient, the ability to bounce back from adversity. Build a personal resilience toolkit. One of the most important tools is your community. Cultivate strong relationships with friends and mentors. Another essential tool is self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness. Your toolkit should also include activities that recharge your spirit, like spending time in nature, exercise, or creative expression. Building your resilience toolkit is an ongoing act of self-care. It ensures you have the inner resources to bend, not break. We've talked about the practical steps and the mindset. Now, let's touch the soul of this idea. It's about choosing to live with an open heart and an open mind. When your fists are clenched, you can't really receive anything new. To live with openness is to accept that life is a mystery. We're not meant to have all the answers. To truly live, we must at times leap into the unknown, trusting that we will be caught or that we will learn to fly. Instead of seeing a closed door as a rejection, you learn to see it as a redirection. It's a radical trust that even when things seem to be falling apart, they may actually be falling into place. It's waking up each morning and saying to the universe, surprise me. It's trusting that you'll be able to handle it, whatever it is. It replaces the harsh armor of control with the gentle strength of an open heart. Let's reframe uncertainty as a space of pure potential. Think of a composer before a silent piano. It's the possibility of all music. An uncertain future is the possibility of any life you can imagine and create. It is a blank canvas where a masterpiece can be born. Uncertainty is where creativity, new ideas, and new versions of ourselves live. Embrace the dance with possibility, guided by your intuition. Listen to this inner guidance. It's your soul guiding you. Step onto the dance floor. Listen for the music and allow yourself to be led by the great mystery of life. The greatest gift of uncertainty? It gives you the freedom to write your own story. When there is no predetermined script, you get to be the author. Every day presents you with a blank page. You choose the characters, decide on the plot twists, and write the next chapter. This is an incredible power and a profound responsibility. A life of certainty is a story written for you. A life of uncertainty is a story that you write yourself, moment by moment. By embracing uncertainty, you reclaim the narrative of your life. You become the storyteller, able to find meaning in your journey. You stop mourning the past and fearing the future. You pour your energy into the present moment. That is where the story is being written. This is the ultimate act of presence. Your life becomes a work of art. So what story do you want to write? Don't be afraid of the blank pages ahead. See them for what they are, a gift. Embrace the glorious uncertainty of it all. We have traveled a long way on this journey together. Uncertainty is a core feature of modern life, an engine for our growth and innovation. We've listened to powerful stories of people just like you, who found their greatest triumphs by courageously stepping into the unknown. We've uncovered practical tools like mindfulness and the art of the small step, which can ground us when the world feels unstable. This is an invitation to a new way of living. It's about thriving, discovering a deeper well of strength and resilience within yourself. It's about shifting your mindset from one of fear to one of boundless curiosity. The goal is to change your relationship with uncertainty, to see it as a partner in your own becoming. It's seeing the unknown not as a terrifying void, but as a space of pure possibility. You are not meant to have it all figured out. The beauty is in the unwritten pages that lie before you right now. Uncertainty is not your enemy. It's the freedom to write whatever next chapter you choose. Do not fear the blank page. See it as the ultimate expression of your own power and potential. You have the tools, you have the perspective, and you have the courage to navigate the open sea with skill and grace. You can choose curiosity over fear. You are more capable than you know, and your potential is limitless. The adventure is just beginning.